Seeing some blue sky now. How's everybody doing this morning? Sometimes I think that when we get rain, it's actually coming over from California. I don't know what the California weather's like today. It's beautiful out here. It always smells so good after it rains. Looks like it's still gonna rain over there. But I see the sun. We actually need a lot more rain, but we'll take what we get, right?
We get what we get. Looks like they might get more in Phoenix, because all that stuff looks southeast of it.
Oh, I am like totally turned around. I was thinking California, but that's
No, that's out west.
Oh, okay. California's that way.
Yep,
Arizona's that way.
Yep.
Don't mind me.
You don't mind, sweetie.
Yeah, Arizona definitely gets more rain than we get.
There you go.
Well, we had a great day yesterday. We smoked some salmon.
We did. We get to eat some tonight. I heard
And
we
we-
had a jar that didn't seal.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we canned it.
Yeah.
And there was 2 jars that didn't seem like they were going to seal. One of
Well,
them,
we'll use it in
yeah.
right, within a
Well,
week
one of
or
them
two.
sealed in the refrigerator, so that one we can keep in the refrigerator
Oh,
for a little
yeah.
bit. But the one that didn't seal at all, we're going to put on a really nice salad
Oh,
tonight.
that would be yummy.
Yeah.
And we'll see what kind of a job we did with our Traeger grill, right?
Yeah, this time we tried wet
'Cause we did it
brining,
different, yeah.
and we threw in a jar of our apricot chili sauce, which it didn't make it hot, but it gave it a little more flavor. I had a couple of bites as I was putting it in the jars.
How was it?
It was delicious.
Ooh.
So we definitely like the wet brining better than the dry brining.
Yeah, the wet brining worked, and plus I think we did a little better job with the smoking, because
Yeah,
I kept the temperature down.
right, because it seems like that
And-
Traeger doesn't want to be any lower than
No,
180.
180 is the minimum setting, but if you leave, I left it on smoke and I just cracked it. I cracked
'Cause-
the lid a little, and I was able to keep the temperature around 150 to 160, you know.
Which is really good because
Which is
last
perfect.
weekend when we did this, it was actually warmer outside and it kept going up to about 200,
Yeah.
which was hotter than we really wanted it. We weren't trying to cook it, we were trying to
Do
smoke
you know
it.
the Alaska state of like if you go and read on there like how to can, they say they say smoke the salmon at 100 degrees for 3 hours is what they then can it.
So you'd have to have a
Why does-
smoker that wasn't that good to pull that off.
Well, you have to have a different kind of smoker. Like, remember, a Traeger is it's a smoker grill.
Right.
It's not really a smoker.
Either way. Good morning, Bill. Thanks for joining us.
Well,
I'm
we
glad you
made-
like our dog.
We made it work. You know,
Yeah,
we
it turned
made
out
work.
great. So teamwork.
Teamwork.
That's right, teamwork.
Yeah, there's a difference in a smoker and a smoker grill.
Tell you what, that Traeger makes amazing chicken for sure.
It does.
Anthony, good morning. Hi. Tiswix, thanks. I'm glad you like our doggie. Thanks for joining us this morning. She's a sweetie. She is
She is.
half Siberian Husky and half American Staffordshire Terrier, which, believe it or not,
What a good
is an
girl.
intentional breed. They do that dog mix to get a smaller dog, but don't be
And it
fooled.
worked.
Don't be fooled by her size, man. She is a
She's a
force to be
beast.
reckoned with,
She's a beast.
and she's all muscle. So
She's like a miniature pit bull, isn't she?
the night before, we were sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden she was flying through the air like Superman and landed between us, and I was ducking because I definitely didn't want to get hit by her mass.
No, she's a solid dog. Muscle weighs more than fat. I think I'm pretty sure she weighs about 55 to 60 pounds.
When we first got her, though, she was emaciated. We adopted her from the shelter. She was about 34 pounds then, so she's come a long ways.
She-
Oh, I'm sorry you lost your pup.
we lost one too.
We lost one too. That is like the most gut-wrenching experience.
And that's why we got Meg.
And that's why we got her. And the reason we went to shelter is at the time, this was almost 2 years ago, people were abandoning 140 dogs a day
Yeah, it was awful.
It was awful.
During the event, remember the COVID event?
during the dreaded C.
Yeah,
Yep.
people were dropping their dogs off left and right.
So never hesitate to get a shelter dog, but just be prepared to do a little work with them.
Yeah, she was a little work. She's different. The good news is she was house trained, though. That was good.
That's true. Yeah, she's really good.
Lots.
Who let the dog out?
Yeah, who let that dog out?
Morning, Rick. Thanks for joining us.
We ain't letting our dog out.
Not on purpose, anyway.
No. She stays on the leash.
Although we have walked her a couple times in the wash now,
Yeah, oh yeah.
and she actually walks with us. So
She knows her pack now, so.
oh, Bill says that we're good at taking care of dogs, and we should make a shelter to take care of dogs. That's a lot of work.
You know, I swear if I had the money and the land, I would, Bill.
We actually, when we were at this shelter, he's like, we need to buy a new house so we can take them all home.
I know, I get so sad looking at all the poor dogs and cats, and it's awful. I know, I almost cry.
Actually, I almost cried when we first met her because she was so withdrawn. She wouldn't even look at us.
Nope, she
She wouldn't even take a treat.
She had her head down on the ground, her tail between her legs, and she didn't really even want to go for a walk.
So the second time we went to visit her, we came back with bacon and sausage, and she looked at us.
She was interested, but even though with sausage and bacon, she just barely took it. You could tell.
But we decided to give her a try. We were able to make that connection. So what state are we from? We live in the desert of southern Nevada, about 25 minutes outside of Las Vegas. We gotta
good girl.
take a moment here and clean up after Meg. She just did her business and she likes to dig.
She does.
She's
Daddy's
a
gonna
silly girl.
clean the business. Come here, Mac. Come.
So definitely, if you're looking for a pet, try the shelter first. You know, it was a little hard for us because at our age, we really couldn't handle the size of dogs that we've always had. Like, I used to be a long distance runner and I always had a big dog that I ran with. Although Meg is a force to be reckoned with. She's almost like having a big dog, but
I think she's just as strong as Rio.
I think she's actually stronger than the dog we had before. We had a Belgian Malinois before.
He was taller and bit, but he was. Like, she's more brute, you know. Like, he was thin. He was wiry.
Yeah, he was
She's
wiry and thin.
Compact. Oh wow, a nail. Hold on.
But Meg is actually super well behaved in the house. She doesn't tear things up except her babies.
Yeah, she tear 10 minutes.
The hedgehogs.
No more. Once a year, maybe.
I restuff them as long as we can.
Yeah, she gets to do it 2 or 3 times the same one.
She enjoys it so much.
Then it goes in the trash.
Have a great day, Bill. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks. Have a good one.
But think about a shelter dog if you're looking for a dog. They have younger ones, older ones, all types.
Whatever floats your boat, they got.
Try walking them, you know, interact with them, see how their temperament is, talk to the people handling them.
Yep.
Because she was so withdrawn, I actually talked to 4 people that handled her just to make sure that her fear response wasn't aggression. And I'll tell you, this dog doesn't have any aggression in her at all.
Nope.
So we were lucky there. You probably wouldn't want to adopt a frightened dog that was aggressive because you're more likely to get bit. But Meg is very gentle.
She is.
When she's not jumping on you, right?
That's right.
She doesn't jump up. I'm thinking more about on the couch. I have images of Superman. It was pretty funny when she was flying through the air. Thankfully, she didn't do that last night.
No, last night she was a little more calm. I don't know.
But we did go for a drive with her, and we took her to visit.
Right.
She had a play date.
We took her for a ride to visit
her third car ride.
Third car ride
And
now.
she's still scared in the car, but
She shakes like a leaf on a tree, don't she?
But she doesn't have to be picked up. She will jump in if I'm pulling the leash.
As long as you're pulling the leash.
As long as I'm in the car. Yeah. So we're making some progress. I think it's going to take some work, but we're getting there.
I think a few more times, and then maybe we'll get her in, and then you get out and sit up front and just see how she.
That's a good idea.
Handles it.
Yeah, right now I have to put on
Right now, you have to give her love and
pets and
oh,
tell her
poor
it's
baby, don't cry.
okay.
It's okay.
Yep. Well, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah.
It's a nice, cloudy, overcast day. We had a little bit of rain, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. Thanks for watching.